Good evening to you all, Mr. Ambassador, dear colleagues, researchers, winners of the various grants that the EU is granting to you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to be here this evening to celebrate, first and foremost, the triumph of cooperation in science. We have to remember that the scientific research in this era is no longer the realm of individuals that have great ideas by themselves, eurekas, and they come to fruition by publishing one article. These days, science is done mostly by cooperation between scientists, researchers from all over the world that can search for the best partners from academia, also from industry, to carry out the research programs. The framework programs, is a singular program in the world. There is no such enterprise of that magnitude that is deliberated, built to foster cooperation. Cooperation, it can be just a cliche, buzzword, not when it comes to science, to academia. In every field, in every subfield, in every specialization, there are few individuals, few researchers that can bring together the best talents, the best resources to carry out frontier research. The EU program allows for that, allows to bring together in each niche, in each field, the best to do research. Israel is a proud member of that endeavor. Our representation in the EU framework program is completely disproportionate from our size. This year, 33 so far, there will be more, 33 Israeli researchers have won the prestigious ERC, European Research Council, grants. The vast majority of them are what we call young scientists. They are at the beginning of their careers. We are the #1 country in terms of grants of ERC per capita, by far the largest, the #1 country. This is a tribute to the latent talent that we have breathed in our universities, in our research institutions. That's tough competition, the train. That's it. One train. We allow one train per speech, right? Okay. So that's, the ERC symbolizes the best and the brightest, but also the other research programs and the cooperation with industry. It's outstanding. I won't quote the numbers, they are known, but the overall performance of Israel throughout these past 7 years has been indeed outstanding. As the ambassador said, we are now in the midst of negotiations towards Horizon 2020. I'm very informed and very much aware of the details of the negotiation. And I can tell you the following. We must be there. We are going to join the program. It's inconceivable that Israel will not be part of Horizon 2020. I'm telling you that, well aware of the difficulties, and well aware of the sensitivities, rightful sensitivities, on both sides. As a citizen of Israel, I am very careful when I look at what I have to sign when I join or apply for a program. But I'm telling you, and I'm very mindful of each word I'm saying, that in spite of the difficulties, with goodwill, we can overcome them, and we will overcome those difficulties. We won't let this amazing partnership to run afoul, these sort of difficulties. This, from my side, that's a pledge that I make from myself and for all others. We're going to invest our best efforts to make it happen in the very short run. As a scientist, as a researcher, I'm always fond of saying that we are both citizens of our countries and citizens in the Republic of Science. The Republic of Science doesn't know of geographic limits. The Republic of Science accepts everybody, regardless of faith, religion, color, nationalities, provided that you respect the rules of scientific research, integrity, the pursuit of truth, and the fact that you devote yourself for the betterment of humanity. Given that we are all citizens in the Republic of Science, it's inconceivable that geopolitical issues will not allow us to continue to be citizens in that republic. And one more thing. I think that each of you, having received a grant from the EU, becomes automatically a spokesperson, an ambassador of goodwill towards strengthening our ties with Europe, towards strengthening our ties with the EU program. I want to thank you, Mr. Ambassador, for all your efforts throughout the years in making this happen, in continuing with this amazing enterprise. And I want you to carry our thanks to Europe, to those responsible for funding this, for administering this amazing enterprise. I want to thank Mrsel for his continuous leadership in doing the day-to-day tasks that this required, and of course, Abi Hasson and Ruth for their input into this enterprise. And lastly, let me say the following. We, the Jewish people, we are very respectful of traditions. Tradition for us is very important. Ladies and gentlemen, this has become a tradition. For 17 years, we have been part of these rituals that certainly enrich our lives. And we want to believe that they enrich Europe as well. We are going to continue with this tradition. Thank you very much.
That's all.